Hey everybody, Sway here coming at you with another Speedrun Mentality video. If you don't know me, I'm a top 3 Titanfall 2 runner and I have been for quite a while. However, I haven't spent every day grinding Titanfall 2. One of the things that was super paramount to my growth as a runner and as a player was taking healthy breaks. And this whole video kind of centers around one big concept, and that's that your love of the game is really important to your rate of improvement. And taking breaks protects that love from outside forces. And that isn't to say that other people don't motivate themselves in other ways, but the nature of speedrunning is just so repetitive, so I really think if you're not grinding with love, you're bound to just take a toll on your sanity. And the only way to not jeopardize that love, again, is to take healthy, organic breaks. So let it be stated before I start that healthy breaks are important like any skill you learn, and hopefully if you're not a speedrunner, you can take some of this advice and run with it too. So let's get into it. First off, I want to say that in my opinion, after around 4 hours of practicing swimming, your continued grind will yield diminishing returns. That's not to say that doing something for longer than that is inherently bad. What I found works for me when I want to kickstart improvement is a focused 4 hours of game time followed by 6 to 8 hours of sleep at night. You really want to let your brain process and retain that information correctly, and that happens by getting a good night's sleep. If everyone was perfect, our grinds would be efficient and we wouldn't feel burnout, but obviously that's not real life. If what you're working on begins to frustrate and annoy you, more than leaving you feeling fulfilled, then it might be time to take a break. You might think it's counterintuitive to stop doing something in order to get better at it, but it's not. I've had some of my best PBs come after a multiple week break where I gave myself time to reflect and grow. All this isn't to say that you should give up though. If you're taking any activity seriously, you have to be invested in one way or another, or else you wouldn't be serious about it. For example, if you're a speedrunner, I don't think you'd be this far into the video without the intention of improving your mentality in regards to speedrunning. So with that intent in mind, I'm going to assume you love what you're doing and you want to thrive at it. If you haven't seen my video on mediocrity, now's a good time to tab out and watch it, because I just want to reiterate that the first step to getting good at something is to not be good at it. It's hard to not hit your goals all the time, and it's easy to get frustrated if you aren't looking at the bigger picture. But if you love something so much that it brings these reactions out of you, then you should keep pursuing it, just while trying to be healthy about it. Now for all this to come together, I think it's important to note that these breaks should only serve to make you more confident in what you're doing. Whether you take a 1-day break or a 2-week break, you should view it like a mentality reset. If our goal is to keep our love of the game as uncompromised by frustration and self-defeatism, then we inherently have to work on our confidence. Honestly, a lot of people undersell their skills when it comes to speedrunning, and I think that's just a defense mechanism that allows us to not identify with our failures. If we go into a break doubting our ability and our skills, rather than just realizing we need a little break, it can be destructive. You are capable of a lot more than you realize, and I truly mean that without even knowing who I'm talking to. Our brains are incredible, we just gotta learn how to be nice to them. So next time you take a break, just fake some confidence and run with it. Take down those walls that are so scared of failure, that they subconsciously knock down our confidence and our self-esteem and box us in. If you can trick yourself into being confident, a lot of the times it'll work just as good as actually being confident. Just be mindful of the fact that you have to keep your ego in check at the same time. It's a fine line to walk, but I think coming back from a break with a little ego boost and a willingness to try your heart out is worth any potential downside that can come with it. I wholeheartedly believe that building that confidence up is what keeps your love for something from being severed by expectations or failure or imposter syndrome or whatever hardships you might face. And I know I said that we should focus on coming out of a break by being confident, and sometimes faking it till you make it is really effective, but we should also work on natural ways of building that confidence up. In my case, what worked for me after month-long 100-hour grinds of Titanfall 2 was stepping away from the game and learning new speed games. I came out of them learning a lot of new skills that built me up. For example, from Half-Life, I came out of it with a greater knowledge of strafing. Dust Force taught me how to grind ILs. Yoshi's Island taught me how to be persistent through long full game runs. And they all brought something to the table that I truly didn't have before and built up my confidence. And that's super important. So in summation, take some breaks, broaden your horizons, learn some new things, and believe in yourself. And if you can't do that, then believe in the me that believes in you. Peace out.